Hello, this is Essential Elements, pages 38 and 39, and this is where they introduce the violin to the E string and the bass to your very lowest string, which is your E string. And the bass has already played these notes from our concert songs in our Christmas concert, but for the violins, we haven't done these really. So you're learning to read some new notes, and cellos and violas, these are notes that you already know. So look at number 156. 156 bass, that's what your open E looks like. Your very lowest note that you can play. And if you can see, it's a line note and it has one ledger line underneath your staff. Violins, your E, your open E is your highest string, and that one is a space note, your top space, F-A-C-E, that's the E for your E. So let's do number 156, and I don't know where my metronome is. I'll get it in a minute. Here we go. Ready, 2, 3, go. Here's your E, half note, half note, half note, half note. Okay, now 157 is your A. So violins, this is third finger on your E string, right? It's your A. And for cellos, for basses, you just get to use your open A. And cellos and violas, you guys know this A. So we have an A and we have an E. There we go. Let's do 157. 2, ready, go. Here's your A's. Half note, half note, half note, half note. Here's your E. Okay, now 158 is G, and for cellos, this is second finger on your E string, and for violins, this is second finger on your E string, and it's right next to your F sharp, so right next to your first finger. If you'll look up at the chart that you have at the top, so don't play it next to your A because that's a G sharp, so we're learning G. Here we go, we have G, and that sits on top of the staff, violins. It's a space note and it sits on top of the staff. And here we go. Besides the G, we have, what else? We have an A, and that's it. Here we go, 2, 3, here's your G's, and quarter, quarter, half, note, quarter, quarter, half, note. Here's the G. Reach for the A. It's a whole step away. Very nice. Now your F sharp is your first finger. Violins, it's your first finger on your E string. Basses, that's your first finger on your E string. And violas and cellos, you know where your F sharp is. We've had that note for a long time. And what else do we have besides F sharp? So violins, your F sharp is your line note, your top line. So evil gummy bears die first. That's your first note, first. And for basses, your F sits right underneath the staff, and it's a space note. Okay, so here we go. Here's your F sharp. What else do we have besides F sharp? You have an E and a G as well. Here we go. Here's our F sharp. 2, 3, go. Quarter, quarter, half, note, quarter, quarter, half, note. Here's the change. Okay, and 160, moving along now, we're gonna use those new notes that we have and play some songs. Let me get my metronome. Okay. All right, so let's do number 160, moving along. Hang on, let me. Okay. Let's not go that fast. That's prestissimo. Okay, let's do 73, Adagio. Here we go. Ready? Number 160, moving along. 3, 4, 1. Here's your A. Ready? And. Rest. Here's your G. Sharp. And. Rest. 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 Now a whole step away. Okay, now 161, this is the top of the G major scale. So violins, or everybody, I did a YouTube video on this. Violins, yours starts third finger on your D string. And here we go. Number 161. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the C. Half note. Half note. C. Okay, and if you look next to the clef sign, you just have one sharp, which is F sharp. And so that means you don't have a C sharp and you don't have a G sharp, so your second fingers are all next to your firsts. And so this is for violins. Okay, and let's move on to number 162, Shepherd's Hay. This is moderato. Okay, so this is 90. So we start with eighth notes. So if you can hear the click, I need to play 2 notes for every click. 1 and 2 and. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Slower. Repeat and. And that's that one. That one's fun. Okay, number 163 now. And this one is allegro, so we're going to go a little bit faster. 123, 126. And this has 2 pickup notes. Come on, beat 4. Let me move this a bit. All right. And the first 2 notes are eighth notes. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, here we go. So this has a first ending and a second ending. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Repeat. Second ending. Okay, very nice. All right, and let's go on to number 164, and this is B. Violins, this is where your 4th finger goes on your E string. E, F sharp, G, A, B. And it's a whole step away. So your 4th finger, that's Pirates of the Caribbean, right? So your 4th finger needs to be a whole step away from your 3rd. If you hold your instrument wrong and you lay your thumb down even a little bit, you're not going to be able to play this note in tune. So it's a whole step away from your 3rd finger. You got to reach for that. Okay, so number 164. Everybody else, the B is not a new note for you guys, but for the violins, this is a new note. So this is go this fast. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 2 and off. Okay, so notice how that note is above one ledger line above your staff. It's a space note. Okay, you have to really reach for that. That note, if you're not holding your instrument correctly, it's tough to get that note in tune. You sort of can't fudge on that. So make sure that your wrist is flat. And let's do ice skating number 165. And we'll do 92. And this has a pickup. And we have an F sharp and a C sharp. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Second line. And that's that one. 166 and Essential Elements quiz. Let's look at this. Still moderato, so we'll keep the metronome going at the same pace. And here we go. It has an F sharp and a C sharp and a pickup. 1, 2, 1. And that's that one.